Good evening. Welcome to another episode of CBD's Politics. And once again, we coming at you from the Dope Clinic and my man DJ Kazi. Once again, check him out on his YouTube page, Facebook, and other social media platforms that you can check on. My name is Cecil Blunt. I'm your host and moderator. I'm once again joined with my esteemed panel, Bobby Fryer, Dwayne Underwood. Guys, how you guys doing today?
All right, doing well.
Yes, your steam panel.
Steam. Okay.
Y'all are considered expert panelists.
We've been elevated.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Right.
Since the last time, y'all are expert panelists. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all word supposed to be expert. So, people going to take y'all word as gold, man.
Well, so far, we've been good.
That's what I heard.
Hey, we've been online. We've been on point.
That's what people been saying.
Yeah.
We trying.
Hey, I feel you. That's a good thing. That's a good thing going on for both of you guys, man. So, everything been going good? Everything in your lives good, man? Hey, man, since the last time we was together, though, man, it's been a lot happening in the news. A lot of things going on in sports, politics, entertainment. Yes. So, man, I want to get started with some football.
Okay.
NFL is really cooking up right now.
Okay.
College football is really going on. You know, we got some surprises in the NFL with some teams, with the Minnesota Vikings. We got surprises with the Baltimore Ravens starting out 0-2, who's picked to be one of the top teams in the NFL. So we got a lot of things going on. So, man, without further ado, man, let me just hear from you guys and get your opinion on the NFL and college football and all the things that's going on.
Right now.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm sounding country.
Yeah.
I am country. Where you think I'm from?
You sound like Brian Kelly.
Hey.
Family. On my family, guys. But once again, guys, man, let me know, man, what's your opinion on NFL and what's going on?
Let's start with first. Whichever one you
want to
get first.
hey, look. I'm wearing my Atlanta stuff.
Right.
So, they done hype me up.
Okay.
I done got on the bandwagon once again.
Okay.
Hopefully they won't knock me off Sunday night. But I'm on the bandwagon. They showed me a little bit. Took them 1 minute 40 seconds to get me back. But we good. See, I got my jerseys on, my hat. I'm a Falcon fan today. Okay. So we back in it.
Well, it'll be great. I'm a Falcons fan, obviously, too. But it'd be great if we could be in attendance for the game. Since I'm a season ticket holder. But
why y'all not going?
Well,
whatever, man.
Our wives are planning this vacation, so yes, they're gonna have to take an L for this one.
Yeah.
But they planned a vacation for us. We had a great couples trip last year, so they planned the trip this year. Cool, great.
It's
and it wasn't until the last
they did
taping. The last taping, we was sitting here like, yeah, man, you already said you want to go to the Chiefs game. I got you, dog. I got you.
Yeah.
And then you said, hey, man, when y'all leave on your trip? Oh, we leave on the 22nd, man.
Man, just ruined my whole month.
Well,
made my whole month, guys. Yeah. Made my whole month.
Yeah, that's the Chiefs game. So we got the Super Bowl champs coming in here. I have great seats. With love, he's going to go to the game. Dwayne's going to go to the game, but we were scheduled for that one.
Yeah.
But now we're going to be on vacation.
Yes.
So the next time we let the wives plan these trips, which is cool. It's great. We're going to have a good time.
Now it's over.
But we get to September. You say it's over. We get to September.
Wives,
you got to look at the schedule, man.
Keep planning some good days because I need to keep going to games.
I think my wife did that on purpose.
Hey, how often we get the Super Bowl champs?
But hold on, though. There's 7 days in a week, right? My wife and the wives plan us to leave on Sunday.
Perfect timing, ladies. Perfect timing.
But anyway, let's just start talking about some insight with the Falcons because I was highly disappointed from week one up until. Well, I shouldn't say highly disappointed. I'm gonna say I was disappointed from an offensive standpoint because the defense has played well, and it looked like they got some continuity going on. The offense, I was questioning the offensive coordinator. I was questioning if Cousins really even had the ability to continue to play based on what I saw. I just didn't know if he was healthy or not. Now, coming into the Philly game, the defense looked even more improved from the first game.
Right.
So that was a positive thing that was going on there. But then Cousins and the offense, it looked like they had a different game plan, a little bit better concept, but I still didn't really see that zip, that power, that confidence coming from my quarterback of 12-year experience. I thought it'd be a little bit more. But then, I don't know, like Cecil and I discussed, I don't know if it was due to the 2-minute drill or what have you. The man stopped thinking. But the one thing, if you do want to say it was a 2-minute drill and it was a thing of you had to play versus having to think, the one thing I did see that couldn't be produced that he had was the ability to play the game. So the injury is not necessarily holding him back per se, because I did see the zip, I did see the push off. He was able to move, so forth. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really confident about this week. But we'll see. But I'm back with him.
One thing I will say before I get to you about that last drive, the offensive line.
Oh yeah,
blocked.
Yeah.
100 times better than they blocked.
Yeah.
First week of definitely, of course, and throughout the previous plays of that game. I mean, it was no rush.
Philly's legit. Their line is legit. Philly's line is legit.
I mean, to piggyback on your point though, Cousins did say he was a little rusty. He's trying to get back.
They had played the year. I got you.
Yeah, I've had my issues in terms of I hope Kirk Cousins proves me wrong with the money we gave him and what he's been throughout his career. Right. I'm hoping his career in Atlanta elevates. Okay, right. I'm not rooting against the guy, but I still got some questions because there's still some limitations in his movement behind the offensive line. But we're gonna put all that to the side. Give him credit. Give the team credit for that 2-minute drill they did against Philly in the last final minutes of the game. No timeouts to get down the field and score. Give him much credit for that. Give the team a lot of credit. And the coaching. Let's not forget. Giving the coaching some credit as well for
some of that decision making, especially that offsides that they did to get that clock stopped.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm gonna give us a good team win. I'm glad we won. I was concerned because looking at the schedule and the way we lost to Pittsburgh first game. Right. With Philly right after that, we got the Super Bowl champs coming in this week or tomorrow, I should say. And then we got the Saints. Right. So the Saints are right now better than what we anticipated.
Some of the surprises
they're a scoring machine right now, with their offense.
Right.
Every time they've touched the ball, they've scored. Yeah. So that's been their first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah. So I want to say the Saints. I don't want to. I'm not a Saints fan. I don't want to throw shade at them. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. You played Carolina. You played the Cowboys. Yeah. So you done scored about every possession, if I'm right.
Yeah. Now let me just say for me that was the Vomit Bowl last week. I couldn't root for either one of them. Whoever's gonna lose, I was ready to clown them because I'm not a Cowboys fan. Right. And us being a Falcons fan, we definitely not Saints fans.
Well, the two worst fan bases played each other last week.
But I will
the Who Dat and the Cowboy Nation.
I will say this: the people of New Orleans, I love. Right. I love them and. Their fan base, I have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I got respect for the fan base.
They are fun to talk trash with. That's the fun thing about it. They are. I don't like their football team. I always say everything else about New Orleans, I'm good. I just don't like your football team. Right. So we love to go back and forth, and they ain't gonna never let us live down the fact that they actually won a Super Bowl and we still trying to win one. Yeah. And I've talked a lot of trash in New Orleans, especially that year. I thought we were going to the Super Bowl. That year, that was the year that Matt Ryan tried to hit Roddy White on fourth down against San Francisco. We lost San Francisco. Right. That was that year. They were supposed to. The Super Bowl was in New Orleans, so I was, oh gosh, that hurt me. But it did feel good when the Super Bowl was here. And the Saints didn't make it. That was the year of the obvious pass interference.
So what about any other surprises, guys?
Finish what I'm gonna say.
Man, we can't get bogged down. Well, you want
to talk about surprises. You want to talk about surprises.
You got Minnesota
because I jotted down some things that I think really stick out because the NFL is off to a hot start. Right. We can talk about some of the injuries because it's been a mass flood of injuries in the past 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. But I think the surprise for me is Baltimore Ravens, who are supposed to be a quote-unquote Super Bowl contender team, 0-2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't really say the Bengals being 0-2 is a surprise because every year I think the past 2 or 3 years they've started 0-2. Minnesota being 2-0. Yeah. Big surprise. I didn't think they had a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Darnold ain't. Sam Darnold,
we'll see by week 8.
Well, he's a journeyman. Sam Darnold's a journeyman, and then with McCarthy out of Michigan, the draft pick, he tore his ACL in preseason.
Oh, his ACL. Okay.
Yeah, so he's done for the season. And then you got who's that other team? I'm thinking about. It's slipping my mind. Oh, we were talking about the Saints. The Saints being 2-0. I didn't think they'd jump out 2-0.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about everybody. Prognosticators before the season was. Everybody was saying, "Hey, the Falcons got this division pretty much locked up. You know, they signed Cousins.
They might have the strongest division now. Other than the Panthers.
Yeah, because Tampa Bay's 2-0 also.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's 2-0.
And with the signing of Judon and the signing of Cousins, they.
Oh, don't forget Simmons.
And Simmons, I'm sorry about Simmons. Yeah,
yeah. I would say this to piggyback your point. We almost skipped that. Was the Judon trade was great. We've been waiting for a pass rusher here since John Abraham.
I think he's got 2 sacks already.
Yeah, he's a definite presence, a welcome presence on the defensive line to get pressure on the quarterback, because that's something we have not had in a long time. All of this, let's get 5 or 6 guys with 5 sacks. That hadn't worked. Right. But I do trust Coach Lake as defense coordinator. I trust Coach Morris having a good defensive mind to get us a good defense, to hopefully match what will be a more prolific offense.
You got to have a guy on your defense that
interrupt me.
Offensive coordinators fear on Saturday nights coming in on Sundays. We never had that. Not never had it, but we hadn't had that recently.
We haven't had it recently
until we got
the past few years.
So you just repeated what I just said.
No, I didn't. Okay. You can't remember because you were very long-winded. But those are things. So what about I know we don't have much time in this segment, but college football. We got some good games coming on tonight. You got
Tennessee,
Michigan,
Oklahoma,
Michigan, USC.
Yeah, Michigan, USC.
The
Trojans. That's the Trojans. Not
University of Southern California.
Yeah.
And then even next week, you got a good preview of Georgia
That's
and Alabama.
What I'm looking forward to. That Alabama-Georgia game, baby.
That is going to be must-see TV.
That's must-see TV. Especially after that egg Georgia laid in Kentucky. I ain't figured out if they were doing something where they didn't want to show nothing, or if they were literally just, off schedule. I don't know what was going on with Georgia.
I'll give Kentucky credit for
they
whipped us up front.
I'm gonna give them credit.
They beat us up front. Period.
But I don't think it should have happened like that.
But Kirby Smart tells you. He says every year I keep trying to tell y'all when we go to Kentucky, it's a tough game.
Well,
he said that, and it's been proven the last 3 years.
Spreading them out.
No, they did. They did. I'm just saying Kirby has always said that. Look, I'm telling y'all we go to Kentucky and they give us a tough game. Yeah. Now when they come to Athens, it's been different. But going there, it's been tougher.
We ain't shooting no conspiracy theories with this, are we?
What kind of conspiracy theories?
Saying,
I'm not. What do you suggest?
It's like every time we go to Kentucky, it's got to be a close game. We pull it out at the end by some, fumble,
I'll put it under this,
or something.
No, I'll put it under this category. Y'all know this, from every year. You're gonna always have those games where you're just not playing well, and you gotta find a way to win.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So that's one of those games, and it's one on the calendar every year.
Yeah.
A few years ago it was a Missouri game where they took the fourth quarter.
They had to come back.
Yeah, South Carolina last year we were struggling at halftime. Came back and won. So Georgia has proven to be a very good second half team.
Right.
Yeah, you want to win handily every year against whoever you play. That'd be great. It's just not reality. You're gonna always have those games where you're gonna have to play and dig this one out.
Yeah, but this will be the first year for me, non-Saban era, that I am following Georgia and I'm saying, hey, we about to play Alabama. I would be surprised if we lost.
Okay,
this would be the first year.
Okay, well, so far, to Alabama's credit, they look pretty good. So offensively, they look pretty good.
So what does Georgia have to do to win, or what does Alabama have to do to win? Give me, preview of what happened, because we hadn't got to.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, think Georgia needs to do. From a personnel standpoint, I think the talent levels are pretty much equal. I think I'm not gonna speak on the defense. I'll just hit the offense. I think it's Bobo. Bobo's game planning, man. Bobo's game plan him, dog. I mean, it just...
Why people beat up on Bobo so much, man?
And Bobo, for y'all who don't know, he used to be the Georgia... Mike Bobo used to be the quarterback in Georgia. Then he's ascended to become... Well, he went on to head coach. Now he's the offensive coordinator here at Georgia. It's his second full year, right? As offensive coordinator?
It's his second stint. He was offensive coordinator when Mark Richt was the head coach. He was offensive coordinator then. He took the head coaching job at Colorado State. Yeah. Bounced around after leaving there. He went to Auburn, South Carolina. Right. And then he's back at Georgia. So him in the relationship with Kirby Smart goes way back.
So his ability to call a game is there because last year Georgia went undefeated except for the last game when they played Alabama. So he has my confidence. It's just these first two games it's just, I'm like,
Well, 3.
Is it 3? Yeah, 3 because they're 3-0, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just not sure. Now he's the question mark for me.
He's an easy target for people. I just think for Georgia to win, especially against Alabama,
You got to outscore him to win now.
Well, that's true. But what I'm saying though, it's the same. It's the same thing. You have to win at the line of scrimmage. You have to win in the trenches.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Well,
right?
I know the guard had that surgery that Bowers had a couple years ago. The wraparound with the ankle thing. So he's out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Tate Ratledge is out.
Tate Ratledge is out.
He's
Okay. Ratledge is a very good player for us. But you have to win at the line of scrimmage. Georgia should have enough depth on both sides of the ball.
Agreed.
To battle with Alabama, right?
Agreed.
I'm not gonna downgrade Alabama's talent, even though a lot of players left, and they got a new coach. Fine, Alabama's still Alabama until we beat them. Okay,
right?
And we have beat them, but this is on the road in Alabama. So
yeah, that's the one thing. It is on the road.
Yeah, and so far Alabama's offense has looked really good.
Yeah.
Give them their credit.
Yeah, Milrose looked like a legit quarterback.
Heisman candidate.
Heisman candidate. I mean, he's dropping back. He's reading. He's running when he needs to. So,
But I do have confidence in Kirby Smart putting a game plan together. I think the defense is full of talent. It's talent all over the place. It's a fast defense.
Yeah.
They're still playing very stout. Even last week against Kentucky was just field goals, right? They never got in the end zone.
Georgia didn't give a touchdown this year.
A touchdown in 3 games. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen against Alabama, but I trust that there'll be a defensive game plan to be ready to play.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
So, make more plays offensively than what you did, obviously, against Kentucky, because that's not going to work. You can't play like we did against Kentucky and expect to win on the road playing like that against Alabama.
Well, what do you think about the Oklahoma-Tennessee game tonight?
It's like, to me, Oklahoma and Tennessee, there's a lot of hype because Josh Heupel is coming back to Oklahoma to play there. Obviously, he was the quarterback when they won the national title. That was the last time they won the national title.
Well, who you picking?
Yeah.
Who you picking? Because I understand we got to roll out. Who you picking?
I'll pick Tennessee.
You gonna pick Tennessee?
What you got?
Yeah.
Where's the game at? It's in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
That's
their first SEC game in it. Or is it second?
Oklahoma.
Maybe the first.
It might be their first SEC game.
I'm gonna take Sooners.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'll take Sooners also.
Okay.
And then the USC, just the picks, the USC
Michigan?
and the Michigan.
USC.
Yeah, I got USC too.
Yeah.
All right, man, guys, thank you guys so much for your time. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us on CBD's Politics.
We're done.
You done.
Done.
We're done. Y'all have a nice evening. Join us next time on CBD's Politics. My host, Bobby Fryer, co-host Dwayne Underwood. Y'all take care. Have a good evening.